All right, good morning, third graders. This is Coach Veloz, and today we're gonna work on throwing. All right, so I want you guys to go ahead and get excited for today because you're gonna be throwing some balls, some footballs, some basketballs. And before we get started, I want you guys to go ahead and think about what we did last time because we were catching, and I remember that you guys were throwing, and some of y'all had trouble throwing. So just think about any problems you had, and think about how to fix it. And today I'm gonna show you guys how to throw properly. Now, before we get started, can anyone tell me a couple of sports where you have to throw a ball to be successful? Okay, very good. Basketball, all right. What about another sport? Baseball, okay, good. Football, all right, definitely. Awesome, these are good answers, guys. So today we're gonna be learning how to throw, and we're gonna be learning how to throw the right way. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna model for you guys how to throw. I'm not gonna use a ball. Just look at me and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, and I want you guys to think of the letter T first, okay? Now you're gonna make a letter T with your body. You wanna keep your feet straight. You wanna keep them, you don't wanna bend your knees. You wanna keep them locked like this. Probably you wanna go maybe shoulder width apart. Keep them straight and make a T with your arms. Okay, that's the first part, that's the letter T. Now the next letter is L, and it's L because you bend your elbow. Elbow. So you bend your elbow, make sure it's the same level as your shoulder. So you go T, L, then you take a step, and you want to make sure that you take a step with if you're gonna throw with your right, you want to take a step with your left foot. You're not gonna want to throw like this and take a step like this. You might hurt your back and you're not gonna throw the ball very far anyways. So you wanna make a T first, then you wanna make an L shape, then you wanna take a step, and then you wanna throw. You wanna follow through. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys without a ball first. So first you're standing like this, and if you're throwing, like let's say I'm throwing towards that wall, I want my non-throwing side, which is if I'm a righty, it's my left side, I want my non-throwing side facing the target. So this is my non-throwing side. You wanna make first a T shape, then letter L, then step, and throw. And if you want, you can even point at your target, and it'll help you with accuracy. If you point at it, chances are you're probably gonna hit the ball or throw it. You're probably gonna throw the ball somewhere wherever you're pointing. And I noticed that last week, some of you guys, when you were throwing to your partner, some of you were throwing it to the right, to the left, or you weren't throwing it fast enough or hard enough, and it wasn't reaching your partner. So again, keep feet together, T, L, step, throw. All right, one more time. Feet together, T, L, step, throw. All right, guys, now I'm gonna demonstrate with a couple of different size balls just to show you guys. Okay, and also keep in mind that only when you throw as hard as you can you really develop a good form. So if you do it like real, how would I say, like rigid, like this, you know what I mean? Like that's not gonna work. You kind of have to do it smoothly so that you really get the form down. So let me go ahead and try again. Right. So remember, feet together, T, L, step, throw. Right, this one came back, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it again. So it's feet together, T, L, step, throw. All right, guys. Now, can anyone tell me why it's important to learn how to throw? And go ahead and raise your hand. All right, George, it's important. Why? Because it helps you in a lot of sports. That's good. But why is it important to learn how to throw properly? Okay, because you won't get hurt. All right, that's a good answer because if you follow this form, which I'll demonstrate again, chances are the reason why we do it this way, it's not just because, you know, it's not just a random reason. It's because it uses your body the best way that you can, and you won't risk injury as much as if you were doing another way. Like I did earlier, when you take a step like this, you know, you're twisting too much in your back, and it's putting too much pressure on your lower back. And when you just take a step forward, it's just more natural. All right, guys. Now maybe you're thinking, is this only for baseball? Because I know this looks like the way a pitcher throws, but no, it can also be with a football. And remember to throw as hard as you can. And you can also use this for football. The only thing that's going to change is, well, the grip. The ball's a different shape. But also, keep feet together, straighten your arms out, bend at the elbow, take a step, and throw. All right? Okay, demonstrate again. Feet together, arms wide like this, like letter T, L, step, and throw. Alright guys. Now, there's a lot of different sports. It's not just, probably you want to say football and baseball, but even in soccer, you know, the goalie has to throw the ball in there, so they could throw it like this also if they want. What other sport? Let me see. Well, anywhere where you have to throw a ball overhand, this is perfect for that. So if you guys practice this, it's gonna, in the long run, it's gonna pay off because you'll be able to participate. You'll be able to participate in any sport. All right. Now let me see. Another thing I wanted to say is, again, if you're a lefty, and I'm not left-handed, so it won't be as far as accurate. But if you want to get on this side, if I was a lefty, I would do the same thing. But this time I'd keep this side facing my target. Feet together again. Make a letter T. Bend at the elbow. Step and throw. Actually, it wasn't so bad. So you see, guys, all you have to do is practice, and you'll be a good thrower in no time. All right. Now, how many minutes do we have left?
1.
1 minute to 8.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, just checking my time. Let me see, anything else I can cover? All right, guys. Okay, now, let me go ahead and show you guys, if you're thinking about how far away you want to step, you can always put a hula hoop and put one of these poly spots down, and that way you want to step out of the, by stepping out of the hula hoop, you'll know that you're taking a long enough step. If you're still in it, probably you're not stepping far enough, and that one step is going to give you, it's going to help you with your power, and also it's going to help you lead your throw. So again, you make the T, you bend the elbow, take a step, and throw. All right. Now if I do that seamlessly, I guess you could say, it would look something like this. All right, guys. I know I'm not the most accurate, but just remember to practice this, guys, and pretty much that concludes the throwing content presentation. And from here, we'll move on to an actual activity involving throwing, but just thanks, guys, and remember to practice throwing. Thanks.